Hello citizens of YouTube, this is the Geeky Nerd here, and today we're going to be doing a quick little video on the Krebs Custom AK safety. So before we begin, I'd like to send a big thank you out to everyone who has liked, commented, and or subscribed on the previous videos. I always appreciate it and always enjoy talking to you guys. If you enjoy this video, enjoy this type of content, please consider liking, commenting, or subscribing if you're new here to the channel. Welcome. With the PR out the way, let's get into it. So, Krebs Custom Safety. This happens to be my Arsenal SLR 106F, AKM pattern style rifle, and Krebs Custom Safety, one of the best upgrades that you can get for your AK, hands down, bar none. Why is that? Well, standard AK safety, as we all know, in order to actuate it, you have to either break your grip or do some kind of other Mall Ninja sort of gun fu, I should say, in order to release the safety. Most people, though, just kind of reach up, break their grip, reach up, and then slide down. And then when they want to engage, they kind of grab the top cover, use their thumb, push up. Many methods to do it. However, what the Krebs does is something a little bit different. As you see here, it has this little tab. This little tab allows you to engage and disengage the safety with your standard index finger. You can use one finger or two, what have you. But it just allows that movement. Now, it is not chamfered, not scalloped, but it is, you should say, radiused in order to not cut into your finger, kind of like a sharp edge. So when your finger goes in there, it doesn't hurt any way, shape, or form. And then when you want to disengage the safety, it slides right down. Now, one thing about the Krebs in particular, I don't know if it's the material that they're using, the finish, or just how it interfaces with this Arsenal, but it is silky smooth. I mean, as far as like smoothness of safeties go, sometimes with AK safeties, you have to kind of bend and pull them and kind of get the right tension on them because they are just sheet steel, to where they dig in too much or too less. But this one just fits just right. Didn't have to touch at all. I mean, if I could illustrate, I mean, take like your pinky and, I mean, it just slides effortlessly one way and the other. So fantastic in that regard. So very well toleranced, I guess you'd say, to the standard AK. One thing about the Krebs as well is that for some ranges, you may have to show clear. You may have to have your bolt lock to the rear. With an AK, it's a little bit difficult. So you have to, do the standard thing of, rack it back, where the comm block's at. If any of you guys got that reference, thank you. You're my favorite person. But, yeah, you rack it back, but then you can use the Krebs to actually hold on to the handle, so that way you can always show clear. Now, you can release this if you really kind of rake down on it. It will slide forward, but I find it just easier just to kind of release the pressure, release here, let it go home. One good thing about the Krebs here. Now, this happens to be, I believe it's the version 2. They do have another version to where it has this up front, but then it also has like kind of a dog leg back here to where you can actually actuate it with kind of like your thumb. So you can, instead of having to reach with your finger up, you kind of just reach with your thumb back here. So it gives you both options if you like. I find that a bit convoluted and clustered. It kind of ends up hitting like the knuckle of my finger when I'm trying to use it. So I end up just preferring with this standard safety. Now, it installs just like every other AK safety you could imagine. Let's take my top cover off here. Let me grab my little tool, and which I love this top cover, but it is a pain in the rear, especially on camera. But I have a review on it here on the channel here if you want to take a look at it. But just like every other standard AK safety you could imagine, it just rotates up and out. So it's nothing too crazy here. I do have a little special CMC flat trigger in here, so it makes it a bit difficult to try to remove this, so I don't want to really mess with that. But you guys understand the principle. If you know how to do anything with your AK, you should know how to do that. But yeah, the Krebs Custom Safety, it's a fantastic little safety. They run on Midway USA for, I want to say, about $25. It's a fantastic little investment for your AK if you're trying to do any type of general manipulation. It isn't just a showpiece. So with that being said, I hope you liked the video. Again, I know it was short, kind of quick. Just want to show you guys its use and function, what my general take on it is. If you like the video, please please consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. And with that, I hope everyone's having a wonderful, awesome, fantastic day. I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys.